Message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Angel Tussey, Eric Raymer, helping you build your brand right here on the radio. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours.
You know, the new year seemed like it was going to bring change for so many people. It just seemed to be the theme as I'm talking to people about what they wanted to see in 2018 and what they were hoping for. The biggest thing was change. But, you know, for most of us, it brings uncertainty, it brings fear, and sometimes even paralysis. But in this ever shifting economic and technological landscape, it's more important than ever to know how to overcome uncertainty and to adapt when life happens. Our expert guest says whether it's a sudden job loss, an unexpected accident, or even a crushing breakup, you've got to know how to thrive through uncertainty. Our guest is popular life coach and author Tama Kieves. She's got her brand new book out called Thriving Through Uncertainty, Moving Beyond Fear of the Unknown and Making Change Work for You. Tama Kieves, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
I'm so glad to be here. Thanks.
Tama, it's a privilege to have you on the program. I'm a little nervous about asking you a question, though. Let's just
help you thrive through that uncertainty.
Let's just get that out of the way. Let's talk about this. You give a blanket statement that says that all choices are risky, maybe even especially the safe ones. What you talking about?
Well, you know, there's no risk-free life. You know, we're all trying to get to a place where there's a guarantee. And if I get over there, I'll be okay. And if I get over here, I'll be okay. And if this one thing happens, it's okay. And, you know, there's always going to be uncertainty in life. That's the nature of life. And for those of us who are growing and daring and trying to, you know, have careers that we love or thrive in relationships, there's always going to be that next uncertainty. So, you know, everything's a risk, right? Not doing something is a risk. But the one thing you can do that I absolutely know that will help you is do something you love. Do something that means something to you. Do something that you really want to do, because that is going to change your brain chemistry. That's going to change how you feel. That's going to change your perspective. And if you're going to have to take risks no matter what, you might as well take the risk that means something to you.
You know, Tama, I've heard so many statistics that talk about how many people, the majority of people, hate their jobs. They're so, you know, on Monday morning, you know, they're depressed, they're bummed, not looking forward to going to work. But we stay in situations,
right?
We stay in situations far too long. Why do we do that? And how do we break out of that?
You know, I think it's because it's this mindset that it's more practical. You know, it's more practical. And, you know, my life story is that, and all my work and this book and all my books stem from this, is that I, like everybody else, I made that decision to ignore my dreams, ignore my desires, and do what I thought was practical. I'd wanted to be a writer. That's all I ever wanted to do. And I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, to an Orthodox Jewish family. And I got, you're going to write, you're going to starve. You are going to starve, you're going to write. And so, you know, I just ignored that desire, and I went off to law school, and I got accepted to Harvard Law School and graduated with honors from Harvard Law School. And I was on partnership track in a major law firm. And I had the, quote, successful life and the, quote, practical life. But I was dying. It felt meaningless to me because I wasn't doing what I am here to do. And thank God a friend said at the time, you know, think about it. If you've been this successful doing something you don't even love, what could you do with what you love?
Oh, how powerful that is.
Isn't that amazing? And that really, so that's how I started all this work, is I just walked out of that, you know, career to do what I loved. And so my point in all of that is that most of us stay in jobs or marriages or situations because we think it's practical. But what I want you to know is that anything that is denying who you really are is compromising your health, is compromising your strength, is compromising your excellence. You're not going to be the cutting edge. It's not practical.
You know, I
love the quote, though. If this is what you could achieve when you were doing something that was miserable,
right?
Right. How much more potential is there? That'll light you up.
It just had logic. Like, oh my God, what if we were doing what you cared about, what you loved?
Tama, I love the girl just down the street, and she hasn't caught up with that yet.
Okay.
We're going to thrive you through that uncertainty. Don't worry. We're going to get you there.
All right. All right. So let's talk about, how do you determine if whether or not an idea is worth pursuing? The girl down the street notwithstanding, how do you decide this is what I should be doing?
That's a great question. You know, and most people get hung up in that question because everybody gets into their heads and in their minds. And should I do this? Should I do that? You know, I'm a career coach, and I have like this rule with my clients. Like, if you're thinking about something, I do not want you Googling it for 2 seconds. Like, how much do they make? How much do they make? What's trending? What's popular? Right? I want you to be with it. So I guess to answer your question, I don't want you, I always tell my clients, I don't want you figuring this out. I want you letting it out. Oh. And by that I mean, your mind has a million different ideas and thoughts, but your heart, your soul, your gut, whatever you call it, really doesn't have that many. It's just like a lot. I have a lot of ideas. Oh, I could do this, maybe I could do that, blah, blah. But there are some that grab you, that are consistent. And those are the ones I go for.
I think we need to sell this book.
Yeah, Tama Kieves is our guest, obviously popular life coach, and now you know why, and incredible author. She wrote the book Inspired and Unstoppable. Her new book, Thriving Through Uncertainty, Moving Beyond Fear of the Unknown and Making Change for work for you. Tama, I want our audience all to grab a copy of this. Absolutely. And how do they follow you?
Go to my website is the best way, tamakieves.com, and that's TAM as in Michael A, KIE, V as in Victor, ES.com. I have some free gifts and resources that you can download immediately on this. And I do programs. I do a lot of programs in Denver. I do a lot of workshops in Colorado, and all over the country, actually. So, join me, at the website. You'll get my free newsletter that comes out once a month. It's been passed around the world. It gives you tips. It gives you strategies every single month. And then also I'm on Facebook every day. I'm on Twitter every day. We're building a worldwide community of people who are daring to live from inspiration instead of fear.
Tama, we want to be a part of that community. So a couple of things. I'm going to sign up for all those things that you just mentioned. You just hit it out of the park with us today. And so the next time you're in Denver, put us on your schedule and let's see if we can do something together.
I'm in Denver, baby.
You're in Denver now?
I'm in Denver now. I live here, honey.
You live here?
How have we not met?
Girl.
How do we not know each other?
We do now.
All right. We will definitely be connecting.
I'm speaking at Mile High, January 12th.
All right. There it is. Mile High, January 12th.
And Tattered Cover, January 9th. Sorry.
9th, Wednesday.
Yes.
Tuesday, January 9th.
Tuesday's the night.
Wednesday. Good Lord.
You're going to get you that girl. We're going to get you that girl.
Don't tease me now.
I'm going to help you thrive through that, yes.
Are you single? I'm kidding. Listen, folks.
You'll have to meet me to find out.
Tama Kieves, tamakieves.com. Go sign up. Get the book. And get through, awesome. Thrive through uncertainty. What fun.
That was fun.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show, home of positive business talk. We're grateful for every one of you tuning in. We'll be back right after these messages.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.